Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome to the Texas Ticket. This is Hafi, the co-host, and Armando, the main host. Tell us what we're doing here today.
Drinking some beer.
Yeah, buddy.
We're at FASS. We're at FASS Brewery downtown Conroe. We're also giving away all the appreciation awards for April. We also have Joe Haliti on the show today, restaurateur, entrepreneur. Let's give away those first few gifts right now. Before we get started, you got to watch the whole show to see all the gifts. We've got Daniel Ramos, Sharon Siebert, Cat Catastrophe, and Jody Lynn Christie. Oh, that's one A. You call it out at Hellcat. Enjoy the show, guys. We'll announce all the rest of the winners as the show goes along. It's on its way. Joe Haliti, right here with Armando and Hafi. I was going to say Hellcat, but we're at FASS Brewery, downtown Conroe.
Hey, this is Wayne Green, your host for Radio Wayne, Spoke and More. Each Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m., I'll be playing folk, singer-songwriter, Americana, blues, bluegrass, classic country, Cajun Zydeco, Celtic swing, and whatever else seems to fit. Once again, that's Radio Wayne, Spoke and More, every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on Lone Star Community Radio.
Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando. I'm with Javi Pareto and Dylan Emmons from FASS Brewery. And I'm glad you stayed. You know, we're gonna go ahead and start off with kick it off. Now, today's our April Appreciation Day, as well as our day here at FASS Brewery. Or brewing. Brewing. Where am I? FASS. Let's just FASS. As we know it.
They're like Cher or Madonna.
Or Seal or something like that.
Seal.
Yeah.
No last name.
No last name, just one name. You know, kind of like the way McLovin. You know, the Irish R&B singer, McLovin. Yeah, but we've been welcomed in to come and visit, and I appreciate it. I know, you know, everybody in town probably wish they could sit up in here and just sit and drink beer all day for a living.
That's a bloody cool spot, actually, as well, man.
He gets to sit and drink beer all day for a living. I think, and I know it's more than
mostly
that.
It.
But we're going to start off really quick, and before we get into some stuff that I know you've got a lot to share, but this deals with you, Hafi. You've got the Walden Lakeview Dining, and we're giving away 2 grand Sunday brunches, and the certificate's good for 30 days. We're going to give them a timeline, so they have to come in and use the thing. We want them to come now, because next month we'll probably give something else away.
It's going to be nice and busy, dude, so we need to make sure, move it on.
Yeah, make a reservation within that 30-day period, and you're good to go. You can pick them up at the Branding Iron right here on North Main. Well, it's actually right over there. Yeah, I'm at FASS on the, what's the address here?
236 North Main. So it's the corner of North Main and Simonton.
So I'm at North Main and Simonton, and it is maybe 3 doors down. Branding Iron. You'll have to find it.
Get a quick brew. Get your
quick brew. They'll guide you down there. And the first prize we're giving away will be the Walden Buffets, the Walden Grand Buffet Lakeview Dining, or the Walden Lakeview Dining Grand Buffet.
So the first winner, you're going to do a little drum roll. Bobby Holder.
Mr. Bobby Holder, you'll need to send us your email address on a DM directly to Texas Ticket. Bobby Holder, you have to let us know you watched the show, you know we called your name out. Next one, who's next?
And the last one, do you want to do another drum roll? Rose Snow.
Rose?
Rose? That's a funny accent, dude.
Is it
Rose?
Rose? R-O. I think, hang on, let me double check. It's R-O Snow. Rose Snow. Congratulations, Ro. You're the other second winner of the Grand Buffet. Now, these are for 2. You can pick your certificates up at the Branding Iron. They'll take it down there. They'll give you a certificate when you show up, and Hafi will be there.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get you down to the brunch as well. Make sure you get a couple of mimosas. Get the good time started.
Man, you know, I want to be forthright with you. I I'm grateful just to eat.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I got shoes on my feet, I got a bed to sleep in, and a badass roof over my head thanks to Forthright Roofing.
Forthright Roofing.
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah.
You see that segue? Did you see it coming?
That's smooth,
Did you
man.
see it even come in there? I
was
worked
almost
on that.
That was almost as smooth as that wonderful Pilsner that you're drinking
And this
right
is
now.
Miracle City. This is Miracle City, Conroe,
Miracle City Pills.
Miracle City Pills.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if Conroe's claimed it, but we definitely are the Miracle
no.
City.
Hey, actually,
cheers.
cheers.
Yeah, cheers, Joe.
Okay, so I hesitated there. Prost-Ein and Prost-X, right? Prost-Ein, I take a sip. X, we slam the whole thing, right?
Oof.
How's that work,
No,
right?
he's
Is
like,
that the
nah.
right German? Prost-Ein is a sip and a toast, a normal cheer, and Prost-X is it's all going down.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, cheers is for us for anything.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Teaching me
Goodbye.
something now.
Yeah, and I was told that drinking some beer can enhance your ability to know other languages, or at least be able to be more fluent in them.
I believe it.
I think it's the lowering of inhibitions.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And our the Texas Ticket Lab in Geneva has been doing studies on this for a great deal of time now. And during these beer drinking studies, they noticed that people they enunciated better, they conjugated better after a few beers versus the non-drinking group that drank water prior to the.
Seems like I need a couple
human
of
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, let's have a great time in your mother tongue.
My mother tongue is what?
I don't know.
Afrikaans. So I'm from South Africa.
So it's what?
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like a Dutch-German mix. So it fits in really well with your beer as well.
So how do you say?
Wat was 'n goeie tyd vandag hier?
What does that mean?
That means we're going to have a good time today.
And you said it just perfectly the way I don't understand. So that it's already proven. Now, I mean, that's straight up. That's great. It's good beer.
Thank
And
you.
Miracle City Pills. Tell us a little bit about Miracle City Pills, a Pills beer.
So let's see. That's probably my favorite beer on the menu. My favorite beer that I make. It is very light, very crisp, low ABV, 4.4%. So you can have a few of them and be fine. Beyond that, the recipe, very simple. It's one malt, one hop, German lager yeast. That's it.
So cold fermented or
Yeah. So it's fermented cold at 50 degrees, 48 degrees is what we ferment it at. And then it's stored in our lagering tanks for 6 weeks after that. So start to finish, that is a 2-month beer. Takes a long time to get
Yeah, we
it
talked
that
about
clean.
a Pilsner as well, man. That's difficult to pull off because, like you said, you can't hide behind anything. So
Exactly, yeah.
why a Pilsner as well? Just because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to pull off? Or
you figured the folks in Conroe would drink this.
I mean, all those beers on there are selfish.
Yeah.
Those are the beers that I want to drink.
That's good.
So hopefully everybody else likes them. But yeah, I mean that's why I bring up that the recipe is so simple.
That's
is
awesome.
because it's not, the recipe means nothing. I'll tell anybody the recipe. It's the process that's difficult.
The prep time and everything as well.
So
Exactly.
there's a lot more taps up front than there are barrels in the back. What differentiates two? You ready one there? You prepare one there. You ready it for serve here?
So we have, just to give a little setup, we have the brew house. We have 4 fermenters, 2 lagering tanks, and then we have 6 tanks that we actually serve the beer directly out of. So the beer is brewed at the brew house. It's fermented in one of the fermenters. Depending on if it's a lager or not, it'll go into the lagering tank for, like I said, about 6 weeks. If not, it usually spends about 3 weeks in the fermenter. And then it goes into one of the serving tanks and gets served directly out of those tanks. Instead of kegging the beer or anything like that, that's a much more way to keep the beer fresh.
So everything is done on site.
Yes.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we do a small amount of distribution. We've got about 15 or so accounts that are, very specialized beer places.
Sure.
But beyond that,
Are you going to add number 16, Baldwin Yacht Club?
of course.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I would love to.
Did you see that? Did you see that little?
I loved it.
Yeah,
segue?
you did something. I saw that there. That was smooth.
Uh,
What is
learn
that
from-
you're drinking?
Same thing as well. Medical
How
City.
come you got that cool glass?
I gave him the cool glass.
Damn.
Go for the glasses, dude.
That is nice. That's nice. That looks
You
like.
need to loosen up the tie and whatnot. You might get a
I know,
glass.
but I just didn't want to be a bunch of guys getting drunk.
Good point.
Touching the mic again.
Yeah.
I figured if I had a tie, I was that guy getting drunk. But I really want to taste everything and get some samples. And there's some flights. There's some sweet. There's some savory. There's a little mix.
Definitely.
And excited about getting a little flavor of that. And you serve some food here too, right?
We do. We have a small, just some snack foods. So we partnered with a local bakery in the Heights that makes, pretzels and pretzel buns for bratwurst for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's really high quality stuff. We get it delivered three times a week.
That pretzel bratwurst thing.
Dude.
Yeah. We'll try that here in a minute after the break.
Yeah, and then also we're starting to do one of my other loves besides beer is pizza.
I saw the photos on online. It was like,
so we're starting to do pizzas on Sundays. I'm making them from scratch, and then we might put those on the menu full time. We're thinking about.
Are you doing toppings or is it just simple, clean?
Right now, we're doing pepperoni and cheese. Eventually, we're definitely.
We complicate the shit out of pizza. But I think it's the top served food in the United States of America.
I believe it.
Hot, cold,
and
the best food.
Pizza and pizza ingredients consume the top tier list of all sold foods in the United States.
Dude, I love you on the pizza side, man. That was awesome. Cold or hot, it goes well.
Yeah.
People eat it. People eat it. It is definitely on the top of the list. But I'm about that pretzel bratwurst, and I think that's a nice touch.
Different.
So let's try a flight.
Sure.
Let's taste everything, and I got beers I like, I don't like, but I want to put all that behind me and just go headlong and try everything that FASS puts on the table today. And we're gonna drink it. We're gonna taste it. We're gonna make sure we've done the roundabout and give my opinion as well as that of Javi Ferreira, who is food and beverage director at the Walden Yacht Club, and our guest who will be here shortly, and the rest of the team. I hate to add you, Dylan, to that list because it's a biased opinion. Of course, you're gonna like everything you're gonna pour us because you've tasted it all.
Yeah, but I definitely have.
There's a lot of work put in. Yeah, there's a lot of work that you put in.
Fair
enough. So a lot of love.
Well, we'll see what the favorites are. We'll come back, get a little bite, get a little bit more beer in us, and we'll come back here in just a few minutes. Hold on for after the break, and we'll get back at here to try some more beers. Announce some more of those winners that are coming up. We have a lot of prizes to give away, and might take most of the show. We'll be back. We'll see you in just a minute.
Cheers.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Welcome back. As you can see, we're here at FASS, and we got it laid out. Thank you, Dylan. Wow.
Of course.
Wow. I know there's a lot of variety here and a lot of things to sample. And is everything we're in front of us something we get to try on a regular?
No.
No. Okay.
If you come tomorrow, yes.
Yeah. And so you rotate. It's fresh served, fresh brewed, fresh on the ready.
Yeah.
This is the birthplace of these beers.
We have a couple staples that we like to keep in rotation, and a couple that we like to keep on all the time. But for the most part, the majority of the menu is always going to be rotating.
Okay, and we added Joe Haliti to the mix.
Yes.
Joe Haliti comes to us as a restaurateur, entrepreneur. Just a lot of Conroe involvement and just being a part of our community and supporting it in a lot of ways. I've heard. I don't know. I haven't eaten at Joe's yet, but I figured this would be a great way to get to know Joe Haliti.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you, Armando, for having me, first of all, and thank you for all you do. Dylan, love the place, man. I'm very excited.
Cheers,
I'm very excited
Dylan.
to look at all these beautiful beers and the colors.
Yeah.
But first, I think before we start, I think we have a gift since the month of
That's right.
April.
Yeah. April appreciation
And
giveaway.
so we have a gift card here from Joe's Italian restaurant, but I don't know the winner yet. So
it's in there.
It's an
Let me see.
envelope.
Yeah, you
so
know what?
I'm
That
gonna
sucker out.
yes.
Somebody's name's on that thing.
Definitely. So I'm gonna open this, and we're about to reveal the winner.
Oh, there you go.
You guys ready? It's Judy Cullen.
Judy Call.
Judy Call. Yeah.
Congratulations. You'll be going and dining at the Joe's
Absolutely.
Italian.
Joe's Italian.
Joe's? Tell us a little bit.
Joe's, we're located on Fraser, 1604 North Fraser, right across from McKinsey's. Been there for about 16 years now, opened in 2006, February.
Okay, near the post office there.
Yes.
So that's
near-
amazing as
near
well. I mean,
post
that
office.
place is phenomenal. I went once before. Top notch, dude. I can tell you now, the seafood pasta.
I've
Thank
never
you,
been,
Alfred, thank you.
but I have been to a couple parties that were catered by you guys.
We've been there 16 years and you've
They-
never
they
been
cater-
And he
even
calls
once.
them a Conroe local. Come on, dude.
Man, I went to Tejas once and it was there for like 50 years. I live in Walden, but
Oh, okay.
I do love some good Italian. I love good
yeah.
food, and you can tell the difference between your microwave dinner and
Yeah.
your although it was Italian, I mean it's shit when it was in the microwave, but you can tell the difference between quality food and non-quality food and fresh stuff, and from the catering I've already experienced that. And
Thank
while
you,
I'm
thank
eating it, other people at the party are telling me, "Oh my God, these bread rolls! I love this place. I just don't get past the bread." Like really, And then they brought the lasagna tray, and I was like, "Okay, I'll have a little lasagna because it's not what I came for."
Probably finished it.
Oh man, it was outstanding. I'm like, well, usually people that say they love lasagna more than anything on the menu are trying to cut a corner. I mean, it's the cheapest thing on the Italian food restaurant menu.
Well,
So-
it's also a traditional, and everybody feels safe.
It
You
is.
try it, and then it starts from
It's a
there.
go-to. You can't screw up the go-to. You know what I mean? You can't
It really
mess up
does.
the go-to.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
hard to
but-
mess up a lasagna,
Yeah, well,
But you guys have it on point, though, as well.
yeah,
though.
it's his secretary. He's being honest. I mean, that's
Yeah.
good. It's good. I had it. I realized why they were waiting for it. I'm like, come on now. This lasagna, come on. And I've had a few other lasagnas that were just blew me away, but not in this county. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you.
And it was
I
well
appreciate
done.
it.
It was well done.
Thank you. The
But-
county community has been very supportive.
Yeah.
Very grateful for that. And so Judy, the winner. So we're going to tell her where she's going to pick up her.
Tell her all about it.
Judy at the Brandon Island
Branding
Building.
Iron, yeah, right here on
That's
North
where,
Main.
that's where you will pick up your.
That's
your
2
beer
doors
cart.
down. What's your address, Dylan?
236 North Main Street.
That's North Main Street. That's FASS Brewery. If you just walk down the sidewalk,
Yeah.
what about 2 doors down, 3
On the
doors
other
down?
side of the Crichton Theater.
Yeah, it's Branding Iron. It's Branding Iron, right on the other side of Crichton Theater. You can just take a walk up the sidewalk, find that place, and you can pick up all the gifts that we talked about here today right there at the Branding Iron. And I'm pointing at it.
And don't stop for a good brew, though, no?
Yeah,
Of course.
Stop into
Come
FASS,
say just
downtown Conroe's Brewery. But let's get to it.
Judy, congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you.
Hey, Joe, what's your go-to beer? What's in the fridge right now?
I've always been more
At
of
the
a
house.
Shiner guy.
Okay.
When I do the beer and when I do a scotch, it's been a Macallan 18. It's
Some
always
Macallan
been,
and
but
some
yes,
Shiners you go
Shiner
to.
dark beer always been my
If you
favorite.
like Shiner, we have a beer on the menu. One of the ones I was saying that we do all the time.
Yeah.
That when people walk up and they say, "I usually drink Shiner," it's like,
You took care of them.
Here
Yes,
you
and
go.
I can see it.
There
Can't
you
wait
go.
to get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hoppy, what's in the fridge right now? Honestly, what's in the fridge right now as far as beer goes?
Oh, actually, I did a little bit of a combo, actually. I did Shingu and
Nice.
Tanya. So it's 2 good lagers as well. So it's South American.
Tell me the second one. Tanya?
Shingu and Tanya.
I know
C-O-N-A.
Shingu.
Yeah.
Shingu, South American?
Yeah, South American. It's Nicaraguan, I think, and then Brazilian,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a black lager, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little under dark
that's
percent. But
great.
it's phenomenal as well. But the lagers are one of those go-tos for South Africa. So it's like, just...
I got Coors Light in my refrigerator.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, no, just drink 4 or 5 of them. You're good.
Just once you get into some of these.
Yeah, it's a gateway beer. Got to watch out for the
Definitely.
Coors Light. It's a gateway beer.
Good. Armando.
But gateway to this, you know what I mean? And all my beer loving brought me all the way here,
Yeah,
into
yeah.
FASS, downtown Conroe. So, what's the first thing you want us to drink, taste, try?
So I kind of set them up to go from here to here, from far to away to close.
Okay.
The first one is that beer that I was saying that typical Shiner fan would enjoy.
Okay.
It is not a Bock, but it is a Dusseldorf style alt beer. It's called Old Town, named for 2 reasons, after the old town of Conroe, and also the area of Dusseldorf, where most of these beers are brewed, is called the Altstadt region.
My mom's from Dusseldorf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's German. So
Nice.
Pulling my leg right
yeah,
now.
that's Portuguese. 100%. Her last name is,
Really?
100%. It's Kraft is her last name.
Okay.
My dad's last name is Ferrara, so it's a Portuguese and German mix.
Your mom's from Dusseldorf.
Yeah, buddy.
Like, do
I
you
love
have to drink
Dusseldorf.
your mom's beer here?
Hey, mom, cheers.
Ready?
Hi.
Cheers, buddy.
I'm going to sip
Cheers.
this one. Y'all tell us what that's all about.
Let's do this.
So one of the cool things about that beer, before y'all give your opinion, is that the water
Maybe you want to
profile.
hold on to it because this is delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's really well rounded.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very, very balanced, right?
Yes,
The
definitely.
water profile in Conroe. So I love alt beer. I'll preface with that. I spent some time in Dusseldorf whenever I was in brewing school and absolutely fell in love with the style of beer. I knew I wanted to have an alt beer on our menu, and we got the water tested for this building to find out the mineral report and everything, and it is nearly identical to Dusseldorf. So for that beer, we don't adjust
Let me
the
get a sip
water
of that. Your
at
mom's
all.
beer there. You want to get a little bit of
I
your
said cheers to my mom, dude.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers to
Ursula.
to Ursula.
Yeah.
This is exactly like your water there, according to our study, a clinical
It
study
is.
here in Conroe.
Yep.
So yeah, that was just kind of a happy
It's good,
accident.
It's not at all what I expected.
Dude,
Right,
awesome.
it's a bit dark in appearance, but it's light and crisp.
Yeah.
and
It
balanced.
is like,
what it is.
wow.
It is
yeah.
delicious. No aftertaste.
Yep.
It's very
Yeah.
smooth.
Nothing. Yeah,
Love
it's
it, man.
clean. Yeah, that's
It really
really
is.
nice. I would have been reluctant to see it and order it. I would have
yeah.
said just no.
It's two
But
real ones.
drinking it, if it was blindfolded, I would not have pictured this dark colored as it is.
Yeah.
So as we get into it as well, how did you get into brewing your own?
So
It is
let's
delicious,
see,
man. Honestly, I did not expect that.
He's gonna say, "Give me another."
What's this beer called?
Yes.
Old Town.
Old Town.
Old Town. I got
Okay,
Old Town.
Old Town.
We'll always have that one too.
Yeah.
Ursula's choice.
Basically, got started brewing because I really liked craft beer, IPAs, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whenever I was 19 years old, and I could not buy them, but I found out I could buy all the equipment and ingredients to make them myself. So I just got into it.
So instead of underage drinking, you were underage making.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and maybe a little consumption after the
Well,
making.
Just a little
that's
bit.
called
Just-
sampling. That's not
Yeah.
the same thing.
Right, it was,
You know,
all, it was
consumption-
research for a career.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
It is. It rightfully so. That's art. That's artistic. I realize that there's a chuckle there, like, hey, I cheated the game and
Yeah.
tried to get it. Not at all. It's still art. I talk to boxers
yeah.
who tell me if you didn't start when you were 14, you weren't a good boxer.
Yeah.
You know
Makes
what I mean?
sense.
So, how could you start a craft like this? If you didn't start playing violin
Yeah.
until you're in your 20s, you will never be that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe this. Never is. I'll take it back. I want to dial that back. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
The best of the
definitely.
best will tell you. You start as a child. You start as young as you can. But unfortunately, not a
crafting
legal
beer, huh?
task here.
Nah.
But there's some craftsmanship in this one right here for sure. Without a doubt, you can taste it. It's good. And I will be. I can already tell you 2 beers. I think I'm not gonna like it all. But I'm stereotyping, right? And I
Sure.
want to stereotype this to be
Ah,
the
yeah.
3 beers I would not like at all. But so we're taking one off the shit list and bringing it over to the love list because,
Perfect.
man, wow, that's,
Oh, yeah,
that's
it's-
nice, clean.
Thank
There's no
you.
sticky, there's no gooey, there's no thick. I like
Absolutely.
all that. Yeah, have a
Absolutely
real
the best.
clean, easy drinking, easy drinking.
He's definitely gets 10
So
stars.
let's go with the next one. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the
The
next
next one is basically the pale cousin to that beer, which is the
right.
Kolsch.
what makes the color change here?
The
make it a
different
pale,
malts
'cause-
that are used. Yeah, so that one uses pretty much all pale malt. That one has some Munich style malt in it as well that gives it some color and some flavor as well. That one's going to be a bit lighter, hoppier,
Cheers.
closer
Give it
to
a try.
something like a Pilsner.
Get grandma's beer out of the way while these guys try it out there.
Oh, wow. It just keeps getting better, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, same thing as well. It's just full body,
Yeah,
but you don't expect, yeah.
yeah, not light, but also really crisp and clean at the
Yeah.
same time. That's
Oh, absolutely.
that's what I'm about is crisp, clean
Yeah.
beers.
It
Like
does-
that's my favorite
definitely.
thing.
The first thing goes to your mind that says crisp, clean, no aftertaste.
The aftertaste is,
Everything it just blends well together.
yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely delicious.
Let me get a
Yeah.
try. I know you're going there.
I was going to go for the seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely lighter than the other.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just a tiny bit lighter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a Pils.
Yeah. The next one actually is a Pils. This beer I poured straight out of the lagering tank. So it's not available yet. It'll be available in a few weeks, but y'all are getting a little sneak peek here.
What's it called? What's it called?
So we're the first one to try it?
Well, besides
Kind
me,
of.
of course.
Outside the staff, we're the
Let's do
first
that.
ones to try this one
Yeah.
here, right? Okay, so what's
Definitely,
it called?
We're just going to call this rotating hop
Cheers,
Pilsner.
buddy.
Rotating hop Pilsner.
So it's a single hop Pilsner. It'll change
It's a
every
little foggy,
time.
got a little
Yes.
unfiltered
Love
look
the
to
color
it.
though. It's got a
Yeah.
really nice color to
Yeah,
it.
it'll clear up with
Well,
some
yeah.
with some more aging. This is an Italian style Pilsner, so a
Okay.
lot more hop forward.
Oh, Lord.
It's dry hopped as well, so there's hops in the
You
in the
made a
fermenter.
face. Is that a
It
good
was
face?
awesome. Yes.
Very
That
Yeah,
awesome
it's additional,
face?
there's an additional flavor profile that's just hitting my
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have not tasted any beers like this yet.
What's your alcohol content on this guy?
5%, 5.2 on that one.
Oh.
Yeah, 5.2.
5.2 on
So
this
still
one.
Even at
not-
that, but you do not feel that
Oh yeah,
because it
definitely.
tastes so good.
Well, wait, the next
so-
one's
so
8.2. So
Yeah.
You know, I
8.2.
used to
Man, you
always
jumped
think
in
it
love-
was
love the color especially.
thank you.
right, and I also thought clear was good, but you know, you can go into Asian wines and drink some sakis that
Oh, yeah.
you know nobody in Asia drinks a filtered sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only Americans drink filtered sake.
Sure.
You know, so. And once cloudy as hell, it's like a snow globe, and that you know, and when you drink it, and you know, they make some wines, different wines that are unfiltered, like Newton, or you know, that are prized for the unfiltered classic
Right.
touch to it. That it's that wine, you know, and to see a beer a little unfiltered, I know it's a little green.
A little green,
A
but
little
I
green,
think
but-
it's tasting great now because that's why I served it to you. So I think
Yep.
I,
Oh, yeah?
that's what I'm
Okay.
drinking, honestly.
Okay, one more time with the
What you
name.
drinking?
I'm horrible with
But it
names.
does, it matches.
We're just calling that rotating hop pilsner. So it'll
Rotating
showcase a different hop every time. that
And
we
when can
brew
I
it.
come to the bar and have one of these?
Probably about 3 weeks or so.
3
so
weeks.
Oh, that's great.
mid May.
So definitely before summer will be
Rotating
ready.
hop will rotate its way in mid-May.
Yeah.
So is there a
Very
specific
good.
reason why in May or?
I mean, I think as you get into the warmer weather,
More
it's,
time in
you
the
want
cast,
something that's
I
going to
guess.
be, really
Yeah.
crisp.
This will
Is
Is it
definitely be
marketing or
very
more time
refreshing.
getting prepared?
Oh, it's more time. That's just
Yeah.
like the other pilsner. That's an 8-week beer.
So,
So it
hey
takes
Joe,
a long
what
time.
kind of beer do you serve over at Joe's?
We have domestic beers, important beers such as Moretti, Peroni, traditional Corona, Dos Equis,
Yeah,
and then
sure.
of course
And big-
Coors Light, Bud Light, Miller Light,
And you sell the hell out
that.
of those, right?
We do, yes, absolutely. We'll definitely look into it and getting into some local, working with our locals and starting
They
to
just got a
promote
lot
their
of
beers.
options there. You know what
Oh,
I mean? I
absolutely.
mean, we got some local brewers, some local makers, some local crafters. But you know, you stock it on the shelf is the same problem he gets here. If I want an earthy wine that tastes like onion and Salisbury steak, you can probably make that wine for me. I mean, that beer, sorry.
Sure, yeah.
When you can put it in the cask. But damn it, it's going to take a tap for a while. I mean, it's parking here. And if it
Right.
parks too long, it's not fresh and I have waste. If it's same concepts at Joe's Italian or Walden Yacht Club, you end up with this overage. The same
Yep.
when it sits on the tap, clogs my line. I could have another consumable that people will buy, will enjoy. And those are the things that make those valid choices on what you serve on tap versus what you bottle and just move on, or what you
Definitely.
don't bottle, or what you don't make.
Yeah.
Even though it's a good idea, like pumpkin beer, I heard all pumpkin beer sucks.
It's got a good laugh on that. It's like, nah.
I heard every pumpkin beer ever made sucks. And I've looked, I've shopped.
If he's gonna take a try at it, you're gonna do it one day and see if you can knock
believe
the
it or
socks
not,
off.
Do you
never tried
believe it
one,
achievable to make pumpkin beer good?
Don't do it, Dylan. Don't
It
do
could
it.
be good, but I'm not going to go down that road. I'd rather put my
good pass.
efforts
I
elsewhere.
got a lot of time to think about it. It's just past Easter here in Conroe, Texas, and so there's still some time to consider our holiday brews. And I know pumpkin beer is not on the list. For those of you that drink a lot of beer, we probably shouldn't put it on the list. So let's move on to this next one that's not a pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
It might look like a pumpkin beer.
It does look a little
It
pumpkin.
is,
It got
yeah.
that color.
That
we got
color
some
comes
color
from
to it.
apricots.
Ooh.
Really?
Apricot, I don't know.
I'm a big fan of apricots, man.
Me too.
Love
yeah.
apricots, man.
So this is a double IPA, like I said, 8.2% with real apricots.
You got the fruity flavors with it.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm not gonna pass this one, dude.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. That's all you. I'll get the next one on first.
Holy moly, that's good.
Thank you.
So we were always used to making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but we call it jam, obviously, or the jam is different. We use apricot jam.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, man. I miss that. Ursula?
Are you talking about apricot jam and jelly?
Oh, yes. I'm going to tell her as well. Make me a peanut butter and an apricot jam sandwich when I get back home.
You
Dude,
get
this
one
is
more
awesome.
mom shout out.
That's your mom, man. You have to give her as much shout outs as possible.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, man, this is phenomenal.
Joe, what do you think?
It
Where you at
really
with
is.
the apricot?
Oh, absolutely, man. I
And the
love
fruity
it.
flavors is not too much. It's
Yes,
not too sweet.
It's not too much, but you can definitely taste it.
Still balanced. Yeah,
Definitely,
not
definitely
sweet,
balanced for
not-
sure.
Yeah. And the
And even though
texture
you said
is-
this is 8.2% versus
8.2?
the last one we tried. The other one was 5.2.
Lift you a little bit.
No, go
We
ahead. Go
mostly
ahead.
But it
make
really doesn't-
lower
doesn't,
ABV beers here, but
yeah.
occasionally I like to throw something like that on.
But
also.
it definitely doesn't taste too strong or it overthrows.
Yeah, there's no
Very, very
burn
balanced.
or anything like
nope,
that.
absolutely not. No aftertaste either.
Hell no.
Really like it. Very good too. Absolutely.
Thank you. Glad you like it.
So, Joe, let me ask you. So, when you normally go out and just drink beers with the boys, where do you go?
Usually, we like to hang out in town, mostly Red Brick, Pacific Yard, and now that he's open here, and you know this,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
building
yeah,
is
yeah.
legendary.
Yeah.
And even though, and I love it, I even
pretty
did a
chic,
mural
man.
in my own building of his building.
Oh, no way.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I forgot to take a picture before I got here, so I told him to please send me a picture.
Yeah, I'd like to
So,
see that.
this building was.
So look at that. This is
Oh,
in my
wow.
building,
Nice,
and you can
yeah.
you can even see it.
Okay, there it
That's
is.
his is to the right, so that the
Yeah.
courthouse
Yeah.
basically.
So, this is
and
the
then
Gentry
that's
building.
right.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Gentry building was.
So even we put it-
Awesome.
And
Part
after
of
we finished, we realized we didn't even ask him for permission.
yeah, it's on
So
Yeah,
if
you're
you
gonna-
ever
I'm
come to
gonna
my
go down
place
some
when
spray
you
paint
leave, this wall I think it's 20 by 8 if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, yeah.
So we got his building in mind.
Awesome.
Beautiful
That's why I
place.
love
Very
Conroe, dude.
iconic.
There's so much history to it.
There is.
Very proud of you,
and-
man.
Thank you.
Good job.
You know, and I think, and we'll go to some politics. I think the city council actually did to convert after the 1911 fire, burned pretty much most of downtown Conroe. So the new rule was, because we got to make rules. So the whole
Always.
damn town doesn't burn down when the one place catches fire. The new downtown rule was you had to build stone mason buildings, right?
Correct.
So the first stone mason building built after the fire was this building we're sitting in. So it is the oldest building in Conroe.
Oh yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
This building
Very iconic.
was hosted a lot of things. It was a bank. It was a clothing store, mercantile store, and Mr. Gentry was last here as the clothing store. And I heard Elvis bought some shirts here.
He did.
And
Oh, wow.
frequented
man.
for those shirts.
Yeah.
Lyndon B. Johnson came in here several times, and friends of Mr. Gentry and whatnot. And back in the day,
Yeah, we actually brewed a beer in honor of Mr. Gentry. It was a pre-prohibition style Pilsner. So
Wow.
something, maybe
That is
he
very
might
nice.
have drank. And
no
we
way.
call it Earl, because that's what he was known as. Tom's Earl Gentry.
Is it going to be on a rotation or
It
it
is,
gonna be?
yeah. We'll brew it again very
all
soon.
right, so we're gonna move quick to these last three. I
Yeah.
want to power drink on the red. Let's try
do
this.
this.
What are we drinking? What's the red one?
All right, this last one is, or not last one. This is a smoothie style seltzer.
Yeah, I wanted to
So-
smell this one before because it's like, man, it looks a little
Yes.
pink.
Sorry,
I love
drink
it, man.
on this.
It's
I
a
could
very
drink on
interesting
this.
color
I could-
for a beer. But we're ready to
This
dig
one
into
is
it.
it's not a beer. There's no grain, no hops in it. It's essentially fermented sugar water with, again, real fruit. So there's blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry in that. So it's for somebody who comes in
A
who
little healthier.
Little hummingbird. Little.
yeah. For somebody who comes in and basically, doesn't want a beer, doesn't drink
Yeah.
beer, or
Yeah.
might be gluten free or something like that, we can still offer them something.
But in the
that
meantime,
we
doesn't
make.
feel left out.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Exactly. We
This
have
is
longer
very
thoughts,
good. It's got
but-
very nice
on the sweet one.
I like it a lot.
The sweet
But I'm gonna
one.
go. I'm gonna go back to the apricot one because I love this one. But man, they can leave the
So
gluten free one out.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Joe,
cover
your
my
thoughts.
mic. Me too.
Yeah, you
This
don't
is
want
very
to-
good. Very nice mellow
Yeah,
taste to it.
it's definitely for sure.
It's not.
I'm considering. I thought about my girlfriend. I bought her the red one.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And as you know, Dylan, lately with a lot of people with different allergies and
Of course.
being
Okay.
gluten free and stuff, this
Yeah.
will be perfect option
Yeah.
for them.
It's alcoholic, right?
Yeah, it's 8% alcohol.
Oh damn!
Yes,
Hey,
don't
it's
know.
it's got the Boone Star mask on. It's got a little Boone
Let's
Star.
just do it. You know?
Let's go to the next one. What do we got?
good.
What's
And
this next
love the
one?
No, it's
color, by
good.
the way.
Yeah.
It really
What's
is.
this
Like you
next
said,
one we
it
got
doesn't
here?
taste like
This
beer.
next one is another IPA, not fruited this time, but it uses a special ingredient called Phantasm. So this beer is
Phantasm.
Like
Yeah.
the movie?
similar to the movie. Yes.
Any psychedelics? I heard about some mushroom beers and whatnot.
That was a shout out to my Joe
those are the
Haliti.
He's got a political career he's working on. You know, you can't really give him any
Ooh.
Love the name,
psychedelics.
man.
The mushroom and ergot beers
you got
are
another
in
one.
the back
Cheers.
for the brewers only.
Yes.
Copy that. Okay, so we're good. So here we go.
So yeah, that one uses a special ingredient that is Sauvignon Blanc grape must that has been dried and pressed into powder, and then we add that to the whirlpool. It's very juicy, very tropical.
This could go well with the pasta dish as well because you've
Oh,
got the Sauvignon
definitely.
Blanc
Oh,
and
definitely.
paid really
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Did you see how I segue into selling
love it.
to the pasta?
Pasta.
Yeah.
Appreciate
You roll
it.
it
I'll
in.
be- Thank you, my man.
Lots of
Just,
pasta.
Yeah, Joe, what would you
is really
pair
good.
that with?
Oh,
This, I would definitely go with the seafood.
Okay.
That's
Could
different
see that.
shrimps and chicken piccata.
ooh.
Scampi alla Palermo
Oh, yeah.
will definitely
Yeah.
that will definitely go well with it.
See that?
It's really nice. It's got a nice taste to it. Very nice and crisp.
Yeah.
Definitely refreshing.
Thank you.
For sure.
It's good. Man.
Yeah, I'm glad you all like it.
And I
Dylan, is
love
there any
it.
way I could talk you into 3 6-ounce cups of Miracle City?
Of course.
I'd love to have that. We're going to take
Yeah.
a quick break. We'll be right back with 3 6-ounce cups. Miracle City.
Hey, tune in to the Bridge Podcast TX Tuesdays at 11 a.m., where we are connecting commerce with community, interviewing business owners and leaders in the community, allowing the audience to peek behind the curtain of what inspires, motivates, drives these individuals to have meaningful, positive impact in this community. For more information about the show, log into irlonestar.com/TBPTX.
All right, well, welcome back. It's Armando with the Texas Ticket, live here at Conroe. I'm with Dylan, and I'm with Joe, and I'm with Hoffy.
Yeah,
And we're all just been drinking some beer, eating some pretzels. I know we've made a mess of the place, but hell, we told you we'd try everything. We told you we'd drink everything, and we're certainly doing that. Now, there is one thing we wanted to do. I want to do. What's up, Pops? we wanted to. Man, this place is popping right now. But I wanted to, while I can, before it gets too crazy in here, because it's about to get too crazy in here. I'm on North Main, downtown Conroe at the FASS Brewery, and we wanted to go over our grand prize winner for the April appreciation.
Yeah.
And that's the fight night.
Yeah, fight night.
That's very
tables.
exciting.
And Joe, you're joining us for Fight
Yes,
Night, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, and you're coming, right?
Yes.
You'll be there helping
Yep.
shoot the event.
Want to be?
Yeah. I got him working that, but I know Joe and a few others come to just have a good time. And check it out. I don't know if it's sold out yet, but ElitePromotions.com. Conroe Fight Night. Google it. But anyway, the winner. Well, let me do this first. I got a backup just in case the winner can't make it. It's a mild threat. So if you can't make it, we've got a no-show policy where we pass it off to the secondary, what is it like the
Yeah.
chick-
Runner-up.
the runner-up.
Runner-up.
Yeah.
The runner-up, not the second best. The
So the
runner-up.
runner-up. and I thought that was kind of weak sauce because they probably will show up. So I figured the runner-up is the same runner-up for the Bernhardt Winery experience.
No, that's all.
So if you don't make it to the Bernhardt Winery experience, or if it doesn't meet your calendar, you can opt out, right? If you can't make it to the El Tigre Conroe Fight Night at the Lone Star Convention Center, April 30th, you can opt out. In the event you opt out, Clifton Henderson is our winner. Clifton Henderson will take any opt-out
Yes.
for either of the two, for the Bernhardt for 2 winery experience or Fight Night experience. So the winner for Fight Night,
Oh, you have to do the
Conroe
drum
Fight
roll.
Night,
You gonna do this?
VIP table up front, behind the ropes, baby. And remember, don't wear white because they said you might get a little something on you. We're that close.
Yes.
We asked how close were we. He said, don't wear white. And I said, okay,
Gotta
fair
remember
enough,
that one.
fair enough. It's Cascade Rizzo. Cascade Rizzo. If I called your name out, you are followers on the page TX Ticket, facebook.com/TX Ticket. You're already a follower. Cascade Rizzo, congratulations. You'll be joining us at Fight Night. If not, opt out. Let us know. We'll reach out to you. And Clifton Henderson will take that. And it's with the guest. It's with the guest. Same as the Walden stuff. That's with the guest. So getting back to it, while we still have time, guys, we're gonna bring the hate here.
Absolutely.
I figured I want to get to know Joe a little bit more, and I wanted to get to know you a little bit more. But you're biased as hell. He loves everything they serve here.
Yes.
Every time I ask him, "What do you think?" It's amazing.
He should.
Like,
Dylan,
what do you think
really
about
has a
this?
good point.
It's awesome. I'm like, wait, did you make this? Yeah, I made all that. And I'm like, okay, well,
That's sales, baby.
Good job, dude.
Okay, well, let's all get one of these like we did back in the day. And
Yes.
it's a Prost X, just so you know. I wasn't confused. Prost
Cheers.
X.
Cheers, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it down. Bring it down. That was for the house.
Bring it down, man.
Miracle City, baby.
Cool.
And that was Miracle City?
It was, yeah.
Nice.
Well, we just got a little miracle.
No, Sauvignon Blanc.
It definitely was a miracle.
No, it's the German pills.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Which one was the Sauvignon Blanc one?
The All Green to Me was the name of that.
All green to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hops, grapes, it's all green to me.
And yeah.
That was very good, man.
He's still sipping on it.
Yes.
Oh, he's
I'm
saving
really
it.
enjoying, man.
Yeah, dude. You finished
really
my
nice.
Slam tail, baby. Come on, baby.
Yeah, I wanna do that, but I want-
You gotta apologize for that. That's the real
Why would
deal.
you do that to a good beer?
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm slamming it
I
down.
know, but I'm savoring
This
the
is
flavor,
really good.
baby.
Yeah.
It's
Very,
still
very
good.
refreshing. Nice taste. No aftertaste.
Man,
at
I did
all.
16 ounces of that bad boy, and then I hit it with the challenge.
I gotta remember this one.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's
I
very
remember
good.
all of them, but man.
So our anchor. And if it's anything like I know in wine, they always bring the heavyweights for the end. The heavy, the
yes.
thick, the mafiosos. What do we got down here?
This last one is called Cold Town. So it's a riff on Old Town, but it has cold brewed coffee in it. We didn't add cold brew coffee. We actually made cold brew coffee with the beer instead of using water.
Oh, yeah.
And we used a custom coffee blend that we got from my buddies over at Shayla Roasters on the east side of downtown Houston. And we went up there and did a blind cupping on a bunch of different coffee varieties and picked out a custom blend, and they roasted them and we put them in the beer same day.
And see, that's awesome that you do a lot of local stuff. You
Yeah.
support local people as well.
Definitely.
That's awesome, man.
that
Hey,
is
what does
very nice.
IPA mean?
IPA?
What do they stand for? I know it's an abbreviation.
India Pale Ale.
India. Why the India?
That's a long story. It doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, someone told me it's.
I believe you.
What was it?
No,
I
but-
poured another one.
It was beers that were.
No, it's India.
No, I was joking around because Tommy Bahama shirt says I poured another one, IPA.
Yeah. See, I saw the India part on it. I started reading. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
that's
it's
another
beers
one.
that
It's
article.
English beers that were imported to India. They added more hops to them because hops are a preservative. So it made the beer last longer for the voyage over to India from England.
Oh, wow.
So they started calling them India Pale Ales.
Okay. Well, guys, let me know what you think.
Let's do it, man.
Let me know what you
This is
think
the last
there.
one.
Not slamming this one though.
And the last one just happened
It's
to be my
still-
favorite, dark beer.
Oh yeah.
It's still light in body. It's not going to be heavy, but it is very, very coffee forward. It
You want to
tastes
split
like cold
this,
brew.
Armando?
No, go ahead, man. I'm not
sure?
drinking you 3 beers to 1. My glasses are empty, boss.
I
You gotta start
gave
drinking.
it last. I gave it last because it's essentially a
Okay,
digestif.
there you go. Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
split it.
Oh, look at that. It poured nice, great
Oh,
head,
yeah.
good
It
color.
really does.
Real dark. It's
Beautifully.
got a good intensity to it.
Yeah. It's a good beer after more beers or after a meal or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You know, you get the coffee flavor that helps settle your stomach a little bit. And there's a smidge of caffeine in there too from the coffee.
Yeah,
You can
definitely.
definitely taste that a little bit. That's a nice kick to it.
Hey,
It really
yeah.
does have that.
It's definitely got the caffeine taste. Taste well aerated. It's got a nice.
It's got a nice level flavor to it.
Yeah.
What's
It's
the
not
alcohol
this-
content
yeah.
here?
Low, 4.8.
4.8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to have beers here at FASS that you can drink a whole beer of. You know, not
Oh, wow.
a 10-ounce pour of
Except for the
little-
ladies now.
Yeah.
Keep your pinky out.
They get 12 ounces of that one.
69. This one. Yeah,
that was
really
that
good.
certainly
Very good.
got
Very
that
good taste, man.
touch. I can taste it. I can definitely taste that. The alcohol content in here, it's got that Boone's Farm-esque.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, deceiving as hell because it's going to get you at the back end and say cheers, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to even notice when it knocks you out.
you're not going to
Yeah.
get us to play along with this pink beer.
Oh, we tell people, we warn them that it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's definitely dangerous. Yeah.
But definitely dangerous. I mean, one swallow that's 2 swallows of that, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But man, fabulous. And this is when I need to take a beer home with me, right?
Yeah.
So you just open this guy up, he taps you out, you take a little something to the coffee. That's how that works?
Yeah, and then you clean it, bring it back here, and we'll fill it back up. It's
That is
reusable. You know, it's better than getting cans and throwing them in the trash or something like
That's
that.
outstanding.
Yeah.
And do you sell a lot of these?
Yes. We've run out of them.
Very good
Okay.
idea, too.
That's a great idea. Yeah,
Definitely.
it serves well. And man, thank you again.
Yeah,
Thank you
you're
for letting
welcome.
us come
Awesome,
out.
man.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
I'm-
Thank you for
Dylan,
coming.
definitely. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I know you're always supposed to have favors or differentiate which one you liked it the best, but honestly, I got to tell you, each one is just keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
It was
glad to hear
delicious, refreshing, crisp, had no aftertaste, neither one of them. And definitely the last one with that caffeine, you can taste the caffeine, but
Yeah.
it doesn't overthrow the taste. It was just perfectly balanced.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed it. Thank you
And
very
you've got a
much.
good variety as well, where you can look at come in and you can say, you know what, I want something that's a little heavier, a little lighter, and
Right.
looking encompasses anything you want to do, basically. So
And if you bring a date with you, she can drink the pink stuff.
Absolutely.
it looks
She
good.
can
It
get
looks good with the
she'll
soup.
probably be crying or
Looks
kissing
good, man.
before 5 minutes go
It
by.
fits well with you. The Easter colors.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many men walk in here looking like yourself and
Yeah.
say, "Give me the seltzer."
Give me the
Like,
sauce.
whoa, all right, yes,
It's
sir.
the alcohol content, not the pink color.
Okay. So a little masculine underneath that pink disguise. Yeah, because I mean, it's the strongest beer in the lot, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it is, right?
It's marginally the strongest thing on the menu.
It's the strongest beer in the lot.
Is
Yeah.
it coming back to that?
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thank y'all for keeping up with the Texas Ticket. Thank you for watching. You can always follow us on irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket. Sorry, Texas Ticket. You go on Facebook and see us at facebook.com/TX Ticket. All these guys will have their links located in the bottom down there. Check that out.
Don't forget to punch your Texas.
Yeah, don't forget to punch that Texas Ticket. You can punch the shit out of it this weekend at the Lone Star Convention Center, April 30th. And that's
Very
Conroe Fight Night. That's happening April 30th at the Lone Star Convention Center. Thank you for reminding me. Something else is happening.
Jazz Fest.
Yes.
Daytime. Grand Central
Tiana
Park.
Hall. Everybody, just get snaps, just snaps. You know, just,
That's on the 30th, also on the same day as the boxing earlier, though, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So jazz in the morning. And,
Nice.
and it's also the same for New Orleans Jazz Fest kicks off April 30th in the morning. If you can't make it to New Orleans, you can make it to the Conroe Grand Central, and you can catch Jazz Fest down there April 30th during the afternoon.
Nice mellow,
I think
going
1
to the
o'clock,
box fight
12
night.
o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
And then just catch a chill, and then catch Tiana Hall, and then head down to the Lone Star Convention Center here in Conroe. And it's Conroe Fight Night with the guy who knocked out the first guy at Sigma Cup Fight Night, riding a kisser.
Bam.
If you're hungry, we're serving knuckle sandwiches.
That's
Yeah!
definitely looking forward to it.
Parmesan style.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
Welcome back to Texas Ticket. We just want to say thanks a lot for FASS Brewing. Dylan, phenomenal host, and then as well Joe Haliti, just giving us a good rundown of some of the brews that he liked today as well. Thanks a lot to all the winners. Make sure to look out for your name again. Just get your items from the branding down the road. And we just want to say thanks so much for coming out today. Enjoy the show.